original, bitch. The original, bitch. Hey y'all. The original, bitch. The original, bitch. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. I want to make sure everybody's here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. So this is a video that I wasn't sure if I was gonna do, if I want to touch on this video. Well, first of all, shout out to everybody. Welcome to the chat. If you're a returning subscriber, then you guys know how this shit goes. Some shit might shut down, some shit might stop working, some shit might shut off, but we will get through the show. If you're new, welcome and hello. Greetings to everybody that's new and that is just tapping onto this video.
Hello, motherfucker.
Now, I'm just organizing my thoughts. If you guys are watching this as a replay, make sure you guys subscribe so you guys don't catch this as a replay, okay? And you guys get those notifications. All right, so the topic of conversation today is our boy Jussie Smollet. Let me grab a photo of him real quick. Let me grab. Jussie's so handsome. Handsome guy. And Jussie Smollet, okay? So a lot of people have been asking me what were my thoughts on this, how did I feel about this? And honestly, I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. I really didn't want to discuss it because I felt like a lot of people were going to have a lot of ignorant shit to say because just whenever gay topics come up, people take the time to just go and say ignorant shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'd rather not even get into it with people. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm not finna do that. But then I thought about it some more. I was like, you know what? Let me look at it. Let me research it. And then I'll see how I feel. And honestly, right now, how I feel about the situation is, well, if you don't know what happened, because some people may not know what happened. This guy right here, Jussie Smollet, if you don't watch the show Empire, or if you do, he's on the show Empire. Okay. And Tuesday, late or early morning Tuesday, you know, he's gay. He's gay in real life. He's gay on the show. He's on Empire. So Tuesday morning, a little after midnight, police and things are saying, he was on his way back home to his apartment and on the subway, where he ran into two guys that basically attacked him, threw some type of liquid substance on him, which could be bleach, and kind of tied a rope around his neck. And he made it home safely. And the part that makes it interesting for me is he called his manager first. He called his manager first, and the manager came to his house. They talked, and they decided, the article says, they agreed that they should call the police. So then they called the police around 2:40. So a little bit after 12, I'm thinking 12:15, 12:30. And then the incident happens, you get home. Then you call your manager. You guys sit for a little bit because we don't get an exact time that you went home. You and your manager sit for a little bit, conspire, and then you decide that it's best to call the police because you knew you had to call the police. Because you knew you were going to the hospital because you were fucked up. But the thing was, what story were we going to give to the police? That's how I feel. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to tell you. Oh, I see some people asking me, where's the article? So hold on, let me see. They said it's a lot of stories. It's definitely a lot of stories. It's definitely a lot of stories. But this story, I believe this story. He called his manager. And the manager and him decided that they were going to call the police. That's weird to me. That's really weird to me. So here's my thought. I don't know if Jussie's in a relationship or the last time I seen him on Wendy Williams, that was maybe it was like a year or 2 years ago. He said he was talking to somebody. I don't know if he's in a relationship now because he's known to be very, 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 very private. But one can only assume either you are coming from some guy's house or, more importantly, maybe you were meeting up with somebody. Why would you be on the subway with the type of status that you have? You are a celebrity. You are a superstar. You weren't going to the store. You're coming back from somewhere going to your apartment. And see, this is why I didn't want to get too involved because it makes it look like, oh, well, those gay guys are cruising. And that's not the case because, straight people can do the same thing. But in the sense of it being an attack, and from me looking at it, it feels like this attack was planned. This wasn't like two random people that just decided, oh, we're going to attack Jussie Smollet from Empire. I think that he could have been on one of those dating apps. I think he could have been on a Jack'd or a Grindr. I think he could have been. I think he could have been talking to somebody on Jack'd or Grindr and went to go meet up with them and meeting up with trouble. Because maybe he thought he was meeting up with one person and he got two. For a person to be prepared to attack you, and then they send, what did they send? Fag, and you're going to die fag to Fox. That, to me, is that's too much thought for it to just be random on the street. Also, he's saying that there's the Make America Great Again aspect of it. Well, honestly, when he initially did the police report, he didn't say that. It wasn't until later, until he started recollecting in his mind that there was a Make America Great Again hat on. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even really so sold on the fact that they had Make America Great Again hats on. What I think happened is I think that nigga probably was meeting up with somebody, or he was cheating on his lover, and he ran into trouble because whoever he was meeting up with was not who they pretended to be or who he thought he was meeting up with. They fucked his ass up, and he had to figure out how he was going to put this story out to the media because he had to go to the hospital and he knew a story was going to get out, but they needed to figure out what story was going to be put out. That's what I feel like happened. Why would you, if you got attacked by two men and almost could have lost your life, why wouldn't you immediately call the police? Why would you just call your manager? It's more to that. It's more to that. We still don't know where he's coming from. Okay, you're going home, but it's after midnight and you're a freaking mega star and you're just on the local subways on a Tuesday night. I don't know. I feel like that's a little weird to me. And see, a lot of people don't realize, see, me being a part of the LGBT community, I know what that's like. I know that world. I know that world of people going to meet up with guys on Grindr and Jacked. And I've known many men, many gay guys, many guys who have died, who are no longer here today because they went and made a guy off of Grindr or Jack. And there are a lot of people, there are a lot of straight men who pray on gay men, and they will go on these apps. They will talk to you. They will lure you in just to attack you, just to kill you, just to hurt you. It happens all the time. It literally happens all the time. So to me, where most people can be like, well, what? I don't know about that story. To me, it makes perfect sense. And it also makes perfect sense on as to why you would call your manager, why he would call his manager first without immediately calling the police. And y'all sat for almost 3 hours. And then the article says they decided, or they agreed to call the police. There's nothing to agree about. If I've been attacked and hurt and I call the fucking police. We don't gotta agree on that shit. You call the police. Why are we agreeing on? If we agree on something, that means we talking about it and we made a plan and we agree. Like, okay, so this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna say. You don't agree on calling the police and I just got my ass whooped. What are we agreeing on? And I just been attacked? It's nothing to agree on. Call the motherfuckers. Please, hurry up. Why are you talking to me? You know, that's what I would be thinking. Call everybody. So, it's just weird. It's just, and then you're walking. Why are you walking? That's what all makes me feel like meet up. Like, where are you walking to? Okay, so so somebody said he was going to, let me read what this says. So somebody said he was going to get Subway. Because there's so many damn stories out there. Let me see what this thing's saying. Oh. See, and then this video is just, this image is just so weird. Like, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this image. Hold on. Let me see. Do I have it? Oh, he said, yeah, he went to Subway. Sorry. He went to Subway. He went to Subway. Sorry. He went to Subway, but still, that sounds like a fucking story. He was randomly going to Subway and just got attacked like that. Where they calling you fag and empire and this, that, like they know who you are to the point where they just is ready to attack you with a chemical substance, a fucking noose, and fucking Make America Great Again hats on, you obviously was talking to them niggas then, because they premeditated that. They planned that whole thing. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but what I'm saying is the way that it happened is not the way that this story is being told. There's definitely more to this damn story. I'm not denying that the shit probably did happen. It could have been some racist goons out there that fucked him over, but they definitely sat and chatted with him first and made sure that it was him and that he was going to meet them, and he probably thought it was one person. So I don't know if, and with that being said, I don't know if he was just lonely and was trying to go meet a guy, because he's human too. Celebrities still have sex. Celebrities still want to date. Celebrities, and they're very private and sneaky. Or was he cheating on his lover on a dating app and fucked around and ran into some bullshit? That's the story that they're not telling you. That's the interesting part for me. That's why I feel like it's more to the story. Okay, you was going to get Subway. You wouldn't have went. You wouldn't have just went to go get Subway. That just sound random. Oh, he was going to get Subway. Well, you send somebody to go get your Subway. So you just in Subways like that at little past midnight. You just in Subways and just in your local Subway. And people, even if people know who you are and you feel safe, you know that we think you're on TV. Automatically, you have money. So just being a regular person, why as a celebrity would you be out by yourself and you're on TV across America on one of the biggest TV shows in the country and you're just out and about? You lucky you didn't get robbed. So they didn't want to rob you. They just beat you up. I didn't see anything about him getting robbed. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you just got like racially attacked. But nobody robbed, like, I don't know. That's why I feel like this wasn't something that wasn't pre-planned. This was set up. And he is not wanting to tell the whole story, because if he was either cheating on his lover, then he would rather just go with the fact that he got his ass beat. And that's what it was. Because if you cheating, you don't want the world to know that you was cruising on the fucking dating apps and the dating sites, and then you have to tell TMZ that you were cruising and you in a whole relationship, and your lover gonna be like, you was cruising? What do you mean you was cruising? You see what I'm saying? So it's almost better to just say, you know what, I got beat up by Make America Great Again, 2 white guys. It's less, and it's less embarrassing to say, well, you know what, I was on Grindr, I was on Jacked, I met a guy, I want to go hang out with him, and they robbed me. Probably embarrassed, because they're going to be like, nigga, why the hell are you on dating apps with the common folk? What's really going on here? So what he did was he said, guess what? You know what? When he called his manager over, he talked to the manager. He told the manager what happened. The manager said, fuck no, we can't get this out. But Jussie said, I got to go to the hospital. He said, I know, but we got to come up with a story. Jussie was smart enough to go home. That nigga went home. You can't tell me that ain't no sneaky motherfucker. That nigga went home. Oh, what was the rush home? You already are just lollygagging out at midnight, a little past midnight. So why don't you just go on mosey on to the hospital? Hopefully, if somebody recognizes you from Empire, they might pick you up. Because you just hang out at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on a random Tuesday fucking night going to Subway. So what was the sense of going home all beat up? You should have fucking caught the first Uber cab or the first person next to you that could have taken you to the hospital. The point is, I want to know the real stuff because I feel like, yes, you did get attacked and it could have been some racist shit. It's fucked up. But the other thing is, for me, you have to be smarter on these fucking apps. For our LGBT people, like, you got to be smarter on these apps because there are crazy people out there. There are racist people out there. Like, I don't get into the whole race, like Donald Trump and, you know, Democrat political, you know, I stay away from all that. My point is, because I am LGBT, I'm not just looking at the hate crime. I'm looking at the hate crime because crime is crime. I'm looking at the hate crime. I'm looking at the black boy that'll set up the gay boys on the dating apps. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. So I'm not missing the point, but it's bigger than just that. Like, there's all kind of crime that happens to LGBT people when they're just out trying to, you know, meet up. There are a lot of people that be on these dating sites out to hurt LGBT. A lot. And that's what I think, that's the bigger picture. And I think that, you know, if that was the case, he could have just said something because, you know, he could let people know, like, listen, he could probably be a voice for some of those people in the community. Like, yo, like, I was out here cruising. Be careful on these apps. Be careful on that shit. Yeah, to most of America, most people, so the heterosexual part of America, we're probably thinking, like, it's racist. It's Make America Great. Trump's got these people feeling like they can attack people. It's gay hate. It's gay hate crime. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But it's deeper than that because it's not just Make America Great Again. It's black people do it too. Okay, so it's more to it. It's more to it. It's more to that story. And why it resonates with me so much more, because I know exactly what I feel, because I just feel like I've been there. Like, I know people. That it just reads. And it wasn't that he was necessarily cruising. Because a lot of straight people will put it like, oh, he was cruising. He probably wasn't even really cruising. He probably was talking to somebody on one of those apps and felt comfortable enough to meet up with them while they were setting him up, because they are sick in the head. And for whatever reason, when there's those straight men that get on those apps that prey on gay people, a lot of those straight men that prey on gay people, they are either gay themselves, or they've done something gay, or they felt like they've been outed by someone gay, or they feel uncomfortable by gay for some reason. So they literally have an agenda to hurt gay people. For them to send that to his job, you're going to die, fag, you're going to do, that's deeper than just like, he's black. That person or those people, they they've had run-ins with gay people, and either they feel gay themselves and they don't want to accept it, so they hate gay people, or maybe a gay person might have outed them. Like, that shit happens all the time. I had a friend who literally met a guy online, and, you know, being secretive by yourself, and the dude, you know, he felt like my friend was going to tell, and he stabbed him up, killed him. You know what I'm saying? So it's true. I have another friend, you know, met a guy online, met the trade online. You know, and, you know, a lot of the trade think, oh, gay people, you know, they have their watches, their fashion, their designer stuff, this and that. And a lot of gay people, they wear their stuff, you know. They're going to wear their shoes. They're going to wear their Balenciagas. They're going to dress. And, you know, the trade comes over. You meet trade on Jack, beat you up, kill you, and rob you. Or, you know, sometimes it could even be you meet the boy. Some of the gay people be done sucked his dick before. Let's just be real. You mess with him. The boy go home, then he realized, oh my God, I messed with a gay boy. I hope he don't tell somebody. And because he may think you're going to go tell, he will call you to come to your house and kill you, so you can't tell. I'm telling you, these stories are real. All right, so I'm going to open up the lines because I feel like some of y'all want to talk. So let me see. I didn't even do the call in. Let me see. Child, somebody said let the police solve it. I'm letting the police solve this. This ain't my case. I'm just giving you my goddamn theory, bitch. I don't know what was leading up to it, but I could tell you what it smells like to me. But I know what else ain't adding up this whole fucking story. Because all this shit, it's a lot of different shit. It's a lot of different stories. It's a lot of different articles. Hold on. Bitch. Hold on. This shit is not wanting to pull up. I'm trying to pull it up. Sorry, y'all. Oh, people are ready to go in. And tonight, hold on. Why is this not pulling up? Well, it looks like tonight is not the night that these girls want to pull up. I might restart this and bring this back so y'all can go in too, so we can get into some things. All right, y'all. So that is my thought on it. The previous death threats, I don't know. But I just feel as though if it's, why would you have to agree on calling the police? And I agree that it was all wrong, but why would you have to agree on calling the police with your manager? There's something that's being hidden there. So, and obviously this person knows who he is. This was not random. So y'all not going to make me believe that this was random, okay? This was not a random thing. This was planned. How it got planned is what we're discussing. Let me see. It's not pulling up. Da-na-na-na-na. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. If I can get this bitch pulled back up, we can get into some things again. So listen. Those are my thoughts. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We get into some motherfucking things. Shout out to everybody here. And listen, kids, if you guys are going to be on those apps, be very safe. Be smart. Be cautious. And if you get hurt, if something happens to you, call the police right away. All right, y'all. Until next time, I love every one of you guys. I love you all for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We got a lot of new videos coming. So, and if you're catching a replay, God damn it, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch the video live. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'll see y'all soon.
We are recording live.